Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hustlers, makers, and content creators, welcome to the only stream on the internet dedicated to mobile content creators and mobile YouTubers. And if that is what you are, if that is something that you're into, or if that is something that you aspire to be, or you just want to be cool and hang out with us today, but you're not yet a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, followed by the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything. Today, we are doing mobile channel reviews to find out if your channel is optimized for mobile viewers. We're hanging out. We're doing a little bit of Q&A because that's what you do on a Sunday. But before I get into all of that, I want to thank the fine folks over at TubeBuddy for sponsoring today's stream and making this all possible. TubeBuddy is the #1 browser plugin and growth app for YouTubers. If you do not have it, there's a link in the description below. I recommend you go down and check it out. Okay. I'm going to get into the chat and give everybody a nice warm welcome, the welcome shout outs that go on. I'm going to see everybody who's so supportive of the Nimmin clan. Thank you. I see Midnight Madness 4x4 Sunday. Launchpad Astronomy. How's it going? I see my brother Nick in the house. Paul Peck Drywall coming in with your huge views that you just posted on Twitter. Stanley Orchard in the house. Anthony Welch. Vigard, Hybrid Steel, RPM Nexus, The Angels. Look at this. Super Friend TV. Man, the gang is all here. So here's something I want to do today. I want to go over a feature. Hey, Grabster, how's it going? Nice for you to make it. Well, look at Unique Tech. How's it going? I want to go over a feature inside the YouTube Studio app today. So in addition to everything else that we're going to do, I want to go over, in case you don't know how, in case you're just getting started on YouTube or you're not doing things on your phone yet, I'm going to show you how to check your audience retention report so you can find out if people actually, how long they watch your videos. You can see how they're actually responding to your videos. So I'm curious, do you use your phone, or do you even know, let's do this. Do you know how to check your audience retention report on your phone? Just type in a yes or no in the chat right now and let me know if you know how to do that. And that's going to give me an idea of how in depth I need to go with this. So just type in a yes or no if you know how to check your audience retention on your phone. So look at this. Here it comes. Joel says, yep, no. Okay, we've got some no's. We've got some yes. We might have a little bit of lag. I'm broadcasting from Thailand. That is possible. Anything is possible. Aaron Welch, no, yes. Okay, so it's a mixed crowd in here. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, you need to have the YouTube Studio app installed. So if you don't have it, I hate to tell you to go do it, but go put it in and come right back because you're going to want to learn how to do this. Hey, your Real Estate Whisperer, how's it going? Studio Geek 32, how are you doing? Romantic, how are you doing? Yeah, all right, of course, Nick, you know how to do that. Of course you do. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Today, I actually hooked up, before I get into all that, I hooked up my Android and I hooked up an iPhone. So today we're going to be able to go over your channel on both an Android and an iPhone so you can see the difference on how your header lays out. And I'm going to show you how it looks on a browser too. We talked about that last weekend, but I wasn't able to show it to you. So the first person, I'm just going to go ahead and pull them up. And this is from last week, Uncle Dan. So let me get Uncle Dan pulled up here and on the screen. So this is Uncle Dan. Now, last week he came in, he made some changes, or he put his channel in here and he asked for some suggestions and he made some changes. Now, here's what I want to show you. First of all, you see right here on the very top, he's really funny. That's getting cut off there on the top of your header, right? So here's what I want to show you. Here's the interesting thing about Android. Now let me get them both on here. So if I go side by side, you can see how the two of them will actually show it a little bit different. On the iPhone, it's cutting off the top of the text, but on the Android, it actually shows all of the text. So that's something that you need to keep in mind when you're putting together your header for your YouTube channel. You need to look at it on your phone. And I know most of you don't have an Android and an iPhone laying around, but just give yourself some wiggle room when you're building this. If you bring your text and your fonts too close to the edge, this could happen. Now, I want to show you something else here that can happen. When I pull this up on a browser, I'm pulling this up on Safari right now. 1 second here. So this is what it looks like on Safari. You see what it's actually doing is it's squishing the entire header just like you would see it on the desktop computer, right? So that's a really big difference on how it shows up on iPhone and Android, and then it shows up on a browser completely different. So this is something that you need to keep in mind. Is the evil blur. Yeah, that's right, Hybrid. Yeah, and this is, a lot of people don't think about this. They have one phone, they put it up, and they say, okay, it looks great on my phone, and then this happens. So, and then, maybe you come here on Nimmin Live, or you come here, you pull it up, and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know why it looks that way. Well, that's why it looks that way. So give yourself some wiggle room. Give yourself a good 10 or 15 pixels around the edges. That should take care of you. 20 if you really want to play it safe with all your fonts to make sure that they don't... Technically, T, how's it going, brother? Shannon Vlogs, nice to see you in here. Okay, so I'm going to jump into the chat, see what is going on in here. So who's going to go up? So Uncle Dan, we pulled you up. You're not in here yet, so I'm not really sure. You're going to have to jog my memory to let me know exactly what it was I was supposed to do to look at your channel. I don't remember. But yeah, let's pull somebody else up here. I'm going to get right to it. I'm not going to be on long today, about an hour, hour and a half, so I don't want to waste any time. I just want to come in guns a-blazing here. Okay, Super Friendco TV. I think we pulled you up last time, didn't we? Let's pull up somebody new. El Jefe, how's it going? Welcome. Don Moody, how's it going? A Joe, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Who is coming up next? Okay, so if you haven't been pulled up, Jacob Smith. I don't think I've pulled you up yet, Jacob Smith. I'm going to look for you. So give me 1 second here. And by the way, did you guys get, if you don't have it in yet, do you have the YouTube Studio app installed? Because once I get to that portion, if you want to follow along, you're going to need that. So Jacob Smith, I hope I can find you by that name, Jacob. Give me 1 second here. Let me look up Jacob Smith. I hope you are the only Jacob Smith on here. Let's see. Of course, there are a ton of Jacob Smiths, so I'm going to have to go back and look at your icon here. Try to find you. There you are. I gotcha. Okay, Jacob Smith, let's see what it is you do. So I'm looking at you now on my iPhone. Now, right out of the gate, Jacob Smith, you've got like a cool avatar thing going on. You got your tune up in the header. I think that looks really cool. Whoever made that did a really good job. But I don't know what you do. Jacob Smith, what is it that you do? Right up in the header, I would shrink your name and I would tell the viewer what it is that you do exactly. Are you a vlogger? Are you a gamer? Like, I might not have time. I might not want to scroll down if I just stumble across your channel and I tap in here and I say, okay, Jacob Smith, what do you do? Impress me. Why should I subscribe to your channel? So that's something to keep in mind. Jacob Smith by itself, that's not enough to pique my interest. Tell me what your channel is about. Now, scrolling down, let's see what's going on here in your thumbnails. Insane Paper, Fortune Teller Dares, Lit Shopping Mall, Cropping Heat, giveaways. Okay, it looks like you're just doing, okay, you're doing challenges and vlogging and, okay. Yeah, so, you know, you don't really have text on your thumbs except for your giveaway, so that's good. One thing I might do is I might use an app like Snapseed, and I might open that up and add some brightness, add some saturation, add some ambience, make your thumbnails pop as much as possible. Go in and you can drop color. You can drop a little droplet on the colors. Like, for example, this Killer Clown Massacre short film, like you could go in and you can use the droplet and hit those greens in the background, and you could crank up the saturation just on the greens, making that really stand out and really vibrant. So that's what I would do for your thumbnails. Now let's see how they look on, actually, let me get you pulled up on the Android over here. If I can do that. 1 second here. Jacob Smith, pulling you up on Android. And here you go. Yeah, same thing. And also, it looks like you have your Twitter account over there on the bottom left that's getting covered up by your profile. So that's getting covered up right away. So that's something to be mindful of. Okay, moving right along. See what is going on here. Good evening. The Predictor is in here. Flash in the Pan, how are you doing? The Endeavoring family, nice of you to swing by here. I haven't seen you in quite some time. Can channels have a midlife crisis? Yeah, sure, why not? Neo Crypto Cruising, aka Star-Lord, how are you doing? GYSY, how are you doing? So before I open up the next channel, oh, Crypto Cruising, Starbucks on Star-Lord. Oh, man. Thank you, brother. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Do you guys have any questions? Do you have any questions about creating content on your phone or being a mobile YouTuber? Go ahead and get those rolling right now, because if you want me to answer those, I will answer a couple here before I move back into the next mobile channel review. Star-Lord. Neil, what you see, you cannot unsee. How do you create? Okay, Michael Cullen says, how do you create a good thumbnail? That's a fantastic question, Michael. If you're just getting started with all of this, it can be really overwhelming trying to get your head around what you need to create a good thumbnail. But here's what I would do. I would type in, I don't know what type of videos that you're making, but I would, doing it with Jason. How is it going, man? Nice to see you in here. I would type in whatever titles that, let's say you're doing Fortnite, for example. I would type in whatever you're doing for Fortnite and then look at all the thumbnails that come up, all the responses that come up when you search for that. I would look at the top 10 thumbnails and I would say, okay, these are the best thumbnails for this currently that YouTube is serving up. What can I do? How can I mimic these thumbnails to make mine look better? Now, I'm not saying copy them, but I'm saying go in and study those thumbnails, study why these thumbnails. Is it colors? Are the fonts easy to read? Is it something they say? You need to study successful thumbnails. And then you need to dig in with your apps or dig in with your software and try to copy their thumbnails in terms of style, just to build your skills up. And then once you can copy them, then kind of spin off and do your own style. That's what I would do. But it's a process. I mean, I know Nick and myself, we've been doing this for, 15 or 20 years. So we're really familiar with, the software and the video editing. And a lot of people are doing this and making good thumbnails and good videos. It's not, you don't just wake up and you have this, and it's something you have to practice day in and day out. You put something up and maybe it doesn't look that good. And then you make another one, then you make another one, then you study it and you compare it against the others that are doing well. So that's what I would do. Any other questions? Let's see here. I just missed a whole bunch of chats coming through. What did I miss? Options on the Movo wireless mic for iPhone. I haven't played with it yet. I don't know if they would like to send me one, or if they, what? Here in Thailand, we're kind of like the last to get stuff. So if I can get my hands on one, I would love to check it out. But yeah, I don't know. I wish I could answer that question. There's a lot of cool microphones that I would love to get for the phones, but I don't know. So A. Joe says, yes, Snapseed is great for thumbnails. Actually, yes, it is. And I'm going to test something right here. So I made this here in Stream Deck, and I hope it is going to work. And PixArt is another one. So I'm going to try to drop this in and see if it works the way it should. If everything goes as well, I just dropped a link into the chat. Okay, so that thumbnail, I made it with PixArt. So I kind of walk you through the process there. So you can click on that and watch the video. I also have one where I walk you through the basics with Snapseed. It's more of a beginner tutorial. How do you create a banner? Sunshine says, I'm guessing you mean like a channel banner, this thing that you see up here at the top. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what Jacob Smith has right here on the top, that is the channel banner that you're wondering on how you can make it. Okay, I'm going to drop an app for you, or a link to you right now. 1 second here. I think I have it on here. Channel banner. Boom. I just dropped a link to a channel banner. You can use PixArt and you can use Canva. Both of those are free. If you don't have any experience, I recommend starting with Canva, because you can start with a template and then build it off of their template. Also, in those videos, in the description, I actually give you a free template to build it on top of to make sure everything fits. Deep Terroir, how's it going, sir? Hope you are doing well. Sergeant Chill, how are you doing? Midnight Madness 4x4 Snapseed. Snapseed is just like seriously, I can't believe Snapseed is free. I mean, Google owns it. They're putting it out there. I'm sure they're harvesting our data left and right off of our phones. All those permissions you give them when you install those apps, they're harvesting that stuff, I'm sure. But when it comes to PC, you've got Photoshop. When it comes to your phone, I think Snapseed is probably the best. Unfortunately, Snapseed doesn't support transparent images just yet. When they do, I think that's going to be an ultimate app for that. GYSI says the best app for streaming. Ooh, I just did something here. I hope I didn't do that. The best app for streaming, Streamlabs. Streamlabs it has an awesome app for that. You can stream your game out. You can do live streaming. You can actually sync up your profiles between your desktop and your phone. So if you want the chat box on there, you want the alert box so people can see when somebody subscribes or give you a super chat, you can build that all up in Snapseed in the mobile app. I have a video coming on that. I was going to release it on Friday, but some stuff didn't go as planned, so I didn't do it. Cat Day Fit, how's it going? Thanks for coming by. Beanie says it crashes your stream, really. Interesting. Leathersmith Reviews, thanks for hanging out. Okay, TubeBuddy app tells me that you need high-resolution thumbnails to most of my thumbnails. I don't know what size you're uploading, but I think the minimum would be 720. But if you can build it like a 1920 by 1080, I haven't had any problems with that warning if I build it in 1920 by 1080 size and then I upload it for that. So it's possible that you're actually uploading a smaller size for that. Fantastic, Joe. How's it going? T-Stamps, how's it going, brother? Nice to see you back in here. How do you script your videos? Do you use teleprompters? Great question. So my first couple of videos, I tried to script them out. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna write all this stuff down. I'm gonna write it all out. And it was a disaster. It was so unnatural for me. It just didn't feel right. Now, I do understand there's certain types of content where you have to script it out. You have to be precise about what you say. But for me personally, I can't do it. It didn't work for me. So what I do now is I make bullet points. I go throughout my day and I think through my head, what are the most important things that I want to say during the video that I'm going to record? And then I come in and sometimes I'll start making the notes on my phone, but then I come in, I take a Sharpie, white piece of paper, and I just write bullet point, whatever it is, one thing. And then I write another bullet point. I don't go into details. I just go the bullet points. And then when I record in clips. So I hit record, I talk about that bullet point and I expand on it until I kind of run out of steam where I close it off and I feel like I did a good job. Then I stop recording. Then I move to the next bullet point. I hit record and I do that, and I do it all the way through the video. When I'm done, I pull them into the editing software, edit it out, and it's good to go. Now, if you feel like you need to script, that's fine. I just can't give you good advice on that because I don't personally do it because I'm not good at it. You might be great at it. I don't know. It's something you're going to have to experiment with and see how it goes. Okay, Mono's Foad says, sir, making a video on editing on laptop and recording on a phone. Okay, so if you're using your phone as a camera and you're pulling the videos into your laptop. Now here's, truth be told, I haven't actually made any videos for this yet, and I need to. I need to take care of the people who are doing this because there are a lot of people who are using their phones only as cameras. What I do is I just plug it in. If I want to shoot with my phone, I'll plug it in the old-fashioned way, right into the USB, and I go in and I drag the videos right into my desktop, and I pull it into the editor that way. I think that's the easiest way to do it. All right, T-Stamps, man. And by the way, I got your information from before, man. I've just been completely buried, and I haven't been able to get back to you on that, but I didn't forget about you. Weird Heather, how's it going? Unfortunately, we will not be doing any raids today, so sorry about that, love. The Angels Gaming says, how can I attract? I'm not sure what you're trying to attract. Views, I'm guessing. If you want to attract views, you need to make content and thumbnails and titles that attract people. Like honey attracts bees, sugar attracts ants. You need thumbnails and titles that attract human beings. We like vibrant thumbnails. We like eye-catching thumbnails. We like titles that pique our curiosity, or we like thumbnails that we can search for, and YouTube will give us the results. YouTube is a search engine, so keep that in mind when you're crafting your titles. People go there to learn how to do stuff. They search for things. So if you can craft your titles for that, there you go. Scientific Alan, how is it going? You know what? I would love to give you a channel review, so I'm going to pull you up next. 1 second here. We're going to look up Scientific Alan. Now, here's the cool thing about Scientific Alan. Alan is a really, really smart young guy. I believe you're in India. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he's like really into science. Scientific Alan. It's nice to see you in here, by the way. We're going to pull you up, Alan. And okay, yeah, I'm going to pull you up on both channels here because we might have an issue with Android. I'll let you know in just 1 second. 1 second here, buddy. No, I think you're safe. Okay. So Scientific Alan, let's start and back it out here. Scientific Alan, okay, you've got yourself in the header. I like that. I would put yourself in your profile picture. I'm nitpicking here. You don't have to, but for me personally, I like to see people in their profile picture. I like to know, am I, you know, who is this I'm getting ready to go watch? I would put your picture in your profile. You don't have to. It's just what I would recommend. Everything is scientific. I love it. You nailed it. 1 week, 1 video. Perfect. You tell your time on there. Coming down to your thumbnails. Okay, now, you've got your style going on. I like what you're doing here. You've got yourself in your thumbnails. That's cool. You're using the same type of font in there. I think that's cool. But let's look at the thumb right here at the top. You're talking about Kepler fuel. You see how you've got all these other thumbs and you've got your fonts twisted a little bit. I would do that for all of them. I would make sure that all of your thumbnails have that same twist to them so they all kind of match. Also, that white is a little bit difficult to read. If you compare it against the others like time travel or helium even, actually, I really dig this black and white thumbnail. I like this a lot. What do you guys think about this? His color thumbnails compared to the black and white thumbnails. Let Alan know in the chat, black and white or color. Which of these do you think stand out the most? I'm kind of torn on this. Man, I really like that helium one. That looks cool. But what really matters, Alan, at the end of the day is how these are performing for you. You need to go in and look at your click-through rate on these and see which ones are performing. Now, I'm going to pull you up on the Android too to see how these things look side by side here. And you're good. Okay, nothing gets cut off. You're good. That all works. But yeah, I like what you're doing here, man. I hated science when I was in school. Oh man, like science was one of those classes for me. Like I could barely get through it. You know, we had to dissect frogs and we had to do all that stuff and the chemicals. But like as an adult, I wish I would have paid attention. But man, as a kid, so yeah, mad respect for doing what you're doing. Yeah, I think this looks good, man. I would just, you know, tighten up your thumbs just a little bit. Watch out for the white text because that white text on the light background is hard to read. And you see down here, it's towards some of your other thumbs, you're breaking your vibe here. Different fonts, different way that it's set up. I would definitely, you know, your last handful of thumbs are looking pretty good. So yeah, keep running with that, man. It's looking good. And I just realized that I didn't pull you up for that last little bit. Okay. I just lost a bunch of, Melanie says, I hate science. I agree with you. Savage Scientist, hey, welcome, man. I know you love science. Iron Gordon, black and white in a sea of color will stand out. Okay, Iron Gordon in the chat right now. This dude is an awesome, awesome artist. So I love hearing from people like Iron Gordon or Beanie Draws or Grabster who are up in here. They are fantastic artists. So when these guys give you suggestions on how things look, I would definitely test it and see how people respond to it. I agree. In a sea of color, that black and white looks really cool. I don't know if it performs well, but it looks cool. Alrighty, Sweeney Dunstan Gaming. D, you put a lot of work into my channel lately. I believe I'm ready for a check. Okay, let me answer some more questions here. Oh yeah, Grizzle, black and white is dope. Sweeney, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull you up, but I'm going to keep answering some questions here. Sweeney Dunstan Gaming. Oh, I can't find you. Dunstan Gaming. Now, just a full disclosure, I'm not a gamer. I mean, you know, Half-Life, that's pretty much the extent of my gaming. Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. Okay, I'll pull you up in just a little bit. Let me get you pulled up on both here just to make sure you look good on Android. 1 second here. Okay. All right, let me jump back into the chat. We'll pull you up, Steenie Dunstan, in just a minute. See, Sealant Orchard, never tried that before. The Predictor, can I get a channel review? Quite possibly. You know what? I'm pulling up Sweeney Dunstan next, and I'm going to let the moderators pull up the next person. So maybe that's going to be you. We shall see. Yeah, Beanie, we need a Half-Life 3, right? How cool is that? We definitely need that. Review can help me. Can you look at my channel? Scientific Alan, thanks for your review, D, and please be active on YouTube. Man, I'm not into messages much. I'm incredibly busy, so I don't spend a lot of time chatting. I'm actually more active on Twitter. That's probably the best place to reach out to me. Let's see here. Wasn't Half-Life 3 canceled? Midnight Madness, you just broke my heart, if that's actually the truth. I thought it was coming out. I thought it was coming out in the future. Let me see. How to get a channel review. GYSI. I'm just pulling them out randomly, and the mods will help me pick some out. Or if you want a super chat, you definitely get jumped up to the front of the line. If you drop a super chat, everybody gets pulled up on that one. Nandan Parji said, sorry about pronouncing your name. Canva versus PicMonkey. Okay. Canva is a great question, by the way. Canva is template based. So if you're just starting out and you want templates to start with because you're not really sure how to do things just yet, you can scroll through and you can find a free template that you like. You can go in and you can add your own picture. You can change the text and you can kind of make it your own based on their template. So that's kind of like you get a jump start using Canva. PicMonkey, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't have any templates in there and you're just starting with a blank canvas. So if you don't have experience, something like PicMonkey could be a little bit intimidating, but it just depends on what your skill level is. Eventually, I would say you definitely want to move over to something like PicMonkey. My personal favorite, if you're going to go that route, would be PixArt and Snapseed. I think if you have here's my 3 favorites. So if you have Snapseed, if you have PixArt, and you have lens distortions, those 3 apps, you can make amazing eye-catching thumbnails. That's my opinion, but you can do with what you will. Shannon Vlogs, would love to see your quick take of mine on mobile. Okay, Shannon, we will get to you. Real Daggy, channel reviews, please. Okay, well, we'll get both of you pulled up. I am going to pull up this one right here. Sweeney Dunstan, you are up, my friend. Okay, Sweeney Dunstan, Minecraft gameplay tutorials and updates. Boom, I know exactly what you're doing on your channel. Perfect, I don't have to think about it. I like the colors, it's eye-catching. Your profile picture. Okay, I'm not sure what you're doing here. Here's something that I would do. If you insist on using this sort of logo in your profile image, I would use that same sort of logo maybe in the bottom left corner of all your thumbnails. Make that an identifying mark for all of your thumbnails. So as people come across your thumbs, anywhere they come across them, they say, oh, that's Sweeney Dunstan. You create a pattern. People love patterns, and their brains will start picking up on that little logo. Something else I would do is I would take all of these thumbnails, I would open them up in Snapseed, unless you have another app that can do this, and I would crank up the saturation and the ambience on these and make these colors super, super vibrant. As I'm scrolling through here, the thumbnails look cool. Most of your text is easy to read. Some of the smaller text is difficult, but the colors they look kind of dull. So I would definitely open those up and crank the saturation. Man, yeah, make those colors pop, make them explode. Because look, man, you're a gamer. You are in one of probably the most fierce niche that there is in terms of trying to get noticed. So you need to do everything you can to catch that viewer's eye. Make them pop. Now let me pull you up on Android here. I think you're going to be fine, but let me double check here 1 second, just to be safe, because you never know. Oh yeah, if I pull you up on Android, yep, you're good to go. Yep, you are good to go. Okay, let me jump back into the chat here. See, I just saw Shannon come in, and let me see who else dropped a super chat. Doug, be right back. See, man, this thing is, I need to slow this chat down here. 3 dislikes. What's the matter? Wow, we got 3 dislikes. All right, so here's 3 dislikes. Wow, that's crazy. Haters in full effect. But hey, thank you for the engagement. Here's the thing. If you're just getting started on YouTube and you don't know this, if you get a thumbs up or you get a thumbs down, YouTube views that as engagement. So I see a lot of people getting bent out of shape on, oh, these people came in and they gave me a thumbs down. Why do I always get 10 thumbs down on every video? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's engagement. So in the eyes of YouTube, that's a good thing. So let them give you the thumbs down. Thank them for giving you a thumbs down. Them not doing anything is actually worse than giving you a thumbs down. And by the way, if you're enjoying this, do me a favor and share this out on Twitter, share this out on Facebook, whatever your social media platform is. Give this a share. Let's get some more people in here. Let's liven up the party a little bit. I would appreciate that. Scientific Alan, how do you convert videos to 4K? You don't really want to up convert them. You want to get a 4K camera and go from there. Greetings to the Philippines, Lester Lacarte. Do you have any suggestions for free video editors for mobile users? You are in luck. My last video on my channel, I go over 3 of my favorite free video editors for both Android and iPhone. If you don't want to go look at that, I will tell you that Vlogit is a great one. And what was the other one that I put? InShot. Those are probably my 2 favorite that are totally free with no watermark. InShot, you have to watch an ad if you want to render it out with no watermark, but they're fantastic. All right, Shannon Vlogs. Let's get you pulled up. The one and only queen of the Nimminati. Shannon Vlogs, where are you? I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of color going on here. Okay, Shannon Vlogs. Let's get you pulled up. Okay. Oh, Shannon, right? Okay, first and foremost, I love that you've got yourself in a really colorful profile picture. Love it, like that picture. But you see what's going on with the text in your header. Let's pull this up on Android and see what's going on here. All of your text is disappearing behind your profile picture. So let's pull this up and go side by side first, just for the comparison. Okay, yeah, you're still getting cut off quite a bit. You can see there's not a huge difference. On the iPhone, the bottom of your text is just about getting ready to get cut off there. It fits better on the Android, but you can see your profile picture there. It is cutting them all out. So what I would do, I would flip this around. I would take your makeup, put it on the other side, and put all of your text over on the other side. Because coming around this, I mean, obviously you're some sort of a beauty channel, but to somebody who doesn't know you, it just looks a little, you know, you're covering the text. Yeah, I would just flip that around and you're good to go. Coming down to your thumbs, I love the pink and yellow. I think those are great colors. I love that you've got yourself in all of these thumbs. Yeah. Everything's really colorful. For you, I would say the same thing as I've said before. I would make your fonts a little bit bolder, a little bit easier to read. I mean, you can get away with these, but these are probably the absolute smallest that I would run with them. I wouldn't go any smaller than this because for me and my old man eyes, I've got to squint to read some of these. So I would consider beefing up your fonts a little bit, making this a little bit larger. And again, because you're such a vibrant personality in general, and I know all of your stuff is very vibrant. I would, again, I don't know what you're making your thumbnails in, but I would also open these up in Snapseed and I would up that saturation and up the ambience a little bit just to make your colors pop that much more. Because for everything that you're doing, like your yellows and your pinks, you just want them to go pow and just, yeah, you know, really grab attention. So I hope that was helpful. But, you know, the pictures are great. The colors there. You've got the colors in your thumbs. I would just crank them up a bit, make the colors, make them stand out. Instead of like pink and yellow, just wow, pink and yellow. That's what I would do. And then fix the text over on the other side. Hope that was helpful, babe. Okay. I need to come over here. I think I missed somebody. Give me 1 second here. Who did I get? I saw somebody else come up that I missed. Okay, we've got T-Stamps, we got Shannon Vlogs, Real Doggy. Okay, Real Doggy, we are going to pull you up. 1 second here, Real Doggy. I believe we pulled you up last time, didn't we? But we will pull you up again. 1 second here. Real Doggy. Or maybe we didn't pull you up. Okay, Real Doggy, here we go. Real Doggy, you're a header. I'm not sure. Okay, you're a gamer. Subscribe now. Real Doggy. Okay. I would get your header together. First and foremost, I think the font that you're using is a little bit difficult to read. I would just get something really big, really bold, and put it across the top. You don't necessarily need to put the subscribe now on there. I'm nitpicking here. You don't need it. And it's not necessary that you put your name again over there on the right. And over on the left, you've got your Twitter over there. It's getting covered up by your profile image. Now you've got a Lego head as your profile picture. I think that's really cute. Doggy FR maybe. So what I would do, I would use that Lego head. I would pull that element into your header, maybe kind of get that sort of a vibe going on, those colors up there, the same sort of thing you got going on with your profile picture. And then I would also pull that element and get that coming down into your thumbnails, so that that Lego head, again, maybe put it on the bottom left corner or the top left corner. So that Lego head with your little logo on there, if you can read it when it's small, is like that's your symbol. So as people become aware of your little symbol there, their brain will remember that pattern. So when they come across these thumbs, they'll say, oh, okay, that's real doggy thumbs. And again, once again, I would crank up your colors. Listen, everyone, if you're a gamer right now, type it out, gamer, in the chat. I want to see how many gamers are watching right now, because I want every single gamer in here to listen to what I'm about to say. So if you're a gamer, type it in, gamer. There you go. Gamer, gamer, gamer. Here they come. Gamers, let them roll. Okay, we've got gamers in here. Look at this. Wow, oh my goodness. Oh, wow, I had no idea. Nimminati, we're about to be taken over by gamers. So, what? Look at this. Whoa. Okay, there's a lot of gamers in here. Okay, so here's the thing about being a gamer. You, as I said before, you are in the most saturated niche out there. The competition is fierce. I can't think of anything else that's as fierce as gaming. So you're going to have to make a call here. Are you uploading content because it's fun and you just want to game and you put it up there and you don't really care about what happens or how many people come? If so, then what I'm about to say doesn't matter. But if you're interested in channel growth, if you want those views, if you want to be a YouTube gamer, you need to bring it. You need to take some time off of your game, which I know you don't want to do, but you need to take some time off of the game and you need to learn how to craft titles. You need to learn how to make unbelievable thumbnails. I mean, thumbnails that people have to click on. If that means you need to take a course to learn how to make thumbnails, or that means you need to copy the best thumbnails out there, whatever you have to do, gaming is dog eat dog in terms of attention. And look, the viewer's attention, that's all that matters. So if you're not making thumbnails that get the eye of the viewer who go into YouTube, you're going to lose. And that's just the thumbnail. So you got your titles that you got to work on. You've got your thumbnails that have to be the most eye-catching thumbnails possible. They need to be vibrant. They need to be exciting. They need to get your eyes immediately, or you're going to get lost in the shuffle. Your header needs to look dope. If you need to save up $5 and have somebody on Fiverr make you a header or make a thumbnail template, do that. If you got to ask this for your birthday or for Christmas or whatever, do that. But back off your game a little bit. Focus on your graphics. Focus on crafting a perfect title, or you're going to get lost in the shuffle. And when it comes to the video, man, you got to bring it. You need to bring the personality, and you need to be somebody that people want to listen to, or somebody that people want to watch. If you're just some average guy, why would I watch you? Why would I watch you, Joe the gamer, when I can watch 14 million other gamers that are awesome? So think of ways where you can stand out. Think of things that you can do to be different. Don't try to copy somebody's personality. Be you, and then be the best version of you on top of that. So amp it up a little bit. But man, you got to make your thumbnails pop. Looking back on your thumbnails here, you're a gamer, but your thumbnails, man, you're not pulling it together. So you need to spend some time, research, look at the best thumbnails, and really study them and learn how to make them. I know it's hard. I know it's a process. We all have to go through it. Nobody woke up, you didn't just wake up one day and I can make good thumbnails. Everybody went through the process. So if you're a gamer, you've got your work cut out for you more than anybody else in this chat has their work cut out for you. So do with that information what you will, but you need to bring your A game if growth is what you're after. And think of an edge. there's different parts of games. So don't just think about the game in general. Think about a niche within a niche, maybe even a niche within a niche within a niche. Think of hyper targeted things that you can do with your game where you're not competing against so many people. And I'm just blown away by how many people are gamers in here. Did not expect that. Whew, man. Okay, I'm back. I'm home now too. Burnt pickaxe. Nice. Okay, let me jump back in here and see. I think I missed. Okay, we got Real Doggy. We got Big Polly. You are coming up next, Big Polly. Yeah, you know, I get asked all the time by gamers. I get people reach out to me on Twitter. They send me emails. Hey, I got a new gaming channel. How can I stand out? You got to bring it, man. You've got to look at the best people out there and do everything you can do to just make yourself better. Make yourself better. Look, you practice the game, right? You play the game. You put the hours in on the game. You'll play the game all day long. But you need to do the same thing on YouTube if that's your goal. You need to spend days and hours and weeks crafting thumbnails and getting your look together. So the game is just like one side of it. You need to get the game, the personality, and your graphics, and then the SEO on top of that. So you've got your work cut out for you. I personally would not want to be a gamer. It's a fierce market. So you got to bring it, boys or ladies. Okay, Big Polly, you are up. Let's see what's going on in Big Polly's world. Where are you, Big Polly? And Shannon Vlogs, I hope that was helpful. I didn't see your reply. I didn't see if you replied. But you always have my email. You can reach out to me at any time if you have any questions whatsoever. But you're pretty good. Just little saturation, flip your little header around, and you are good to go. Okay, Big Polly. Whoa, look at you. Got me up top here. All righty, Big Polly, Blu-ray, DVD hunting, unboxings, and reviews, and other movie stuff. Nailed it. Perfect. I know exactly what it's about. It's colorful. You've got your Toon personality there in the header. I like it. The same Toon personality is in the profile picture. I love it. You've got this guy right here streaming live. Like, right? How could you? Of course. Love it. Okay. Star Wars. Oh, come on, man. You just stole my heart. Okay. Your thumbs. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, you just threw me for a loop. Okay. Over on your videos here, do you see how you have all of these videos? You've got your borders on here. Man, these are vibrant. I like that you've got yourself in the thumbnails. You've got your YouTube face going on. I dig these. Your Big Polly text is a little bit difficult to read up in the right corner. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get that mark on there, the identifying mark. So you're doing the right thing. It's just a little bit difficult to read. Let me see is that the same font? Yeah, it is the same font. I would maybe experiment with a different font color on there. Maybe white with a thick black border. I would just experiment. I'm nitpicking. But at a glance, I really don't even know what it says if I didn't know that the site was already Big Polly. But again, I'm nitpicking. Now, here's something else you need to do. All of these thumbs, right? These look good, especially the ones you're doing later, but there's nothing on your homepage, right? Like I wasn't looking at the names here as I typed in. These aren't yours. So you need to get all of this stuff over onto your homepage, because if somebody comes onto your channel, oh, here's Big Polly, and you saw what I just did. Okay, there's me and there's Star Wars. I'm like, okay, dude, you rock. That's not even your content. So you want to go through, and maybe in a future stream or maybe even a video I can put together showing you guys how to do that, how you can move your content over there onto your front page. But yeah, all of these videos, you need to get them over here on the front page. Now, pulling you up on Android, let's see how you look. Yep, you're good. Everything looks good there. So yeah, the biggest takeaway on this would be get these, and I think those look fine over here. But if you want me to nitpick just a little bit more, because that's what I like to do, the picture of you that's underneath that frame, open that up in Snapseed or your favorite editor and add some saturation, add some ambiance to it, make those colors stand out, make everything as vibrant and just kind of like don't make yourself orange, but just pop. I mean, go look at kids' channels. Go look at the colors that children's channels use, the successful ones. It's like a color explosion. It's color overload. So that's what I would do with your pictures of yourself. Just bump up the color, bump up the saturation there. Hope that was helpful. All right, let me jump back into the chat and see what is going on here. I see a ton of messages that I've missed. I do apologize. I am trying to get to everybody, but it's hard to look at my phone and to see all the messages here. Okay, Snapseed, please review my channel. Let's go up. Great header, Big Polly. Yep, that was a cool header. That's the thing. So, you know, if you've got a good looking header, if you've got good looking thumbnails, people remember that stuff. You know, make it, if you can make it to where people think, oh, wow, that's a really cool header. Like that's like a step one. You've got all these hurdles as a YouTuber, as a content creator here. You know, you've got, first and foremost, you got to create a title that's going to get pulled up. You got a thumbnail that's got to get clicked. You need a channel that looks good. You've got to make content that people want to watch and continue to watch. So you've got all these hurdles that you have to overcome. Do one at a time, but make sure that it looks, you want it to look tight. You want it to be colorful and you want it to look good. Shannon, okay, I see your message there. Thanks. I will fix my channel art. Paul Peck, YouTube is my video game. You know what? Being a YouTuber is a video game. It's a huge video game. And it's just, you're like kind of like, it's like in quicksand for a little bit and you kind of get out a little bit and it pulls you back in. Foulfish, I see a lot of gamers and travel vloggers. Not sure if I missed something there. A lot of gamers and travel vloggers. Not sure. Sorry about that. Backing it up here. Why am I not getting enough views on my videos, Sonia? Sonia, I don't know. You know what? Let me open you up. Can I open you up from here? Go to channel. Let me open up Sonia. Okay, you've got 935 subscribers. Wait, what? Subscribe to my other channel? Okay, Sonia, so wow, I don't even know what's going on here. So right out of the gate, Sonia, you don't have any content on your main channel, but you've got 935 subscribers on your main channel. So you must have deleted your content. I see subscribe to my other channel, but when I click on that, it doesn't take me anywhere. So I'm not sure what's going on there. If you've got to 935 subscribers and they're legit subscribers, if you didn't buy them, if you did not do sub for sub and you earn those subscribers, then I would say do more if whatever brought you those subscribers. But if I can't see any videos on there, I can't look at them to see. I'm shocked at how many gamers are in here. Okay, so I'm going to jump back in and I'm going to look at Robin Loves Reading, see what is going over there on Robin's channel. Robin says, D, I use book covers for my book review videos. How can I use a sort of split screen that says book review on the left of book covers? Okay, Robin, let me pull you up. Give me 1 second here. Robin Loves Reading. I love that name. Let's pull you up and see what we can do for you. Okay, so you want to do some sort of a split screen that says book review on the left of the covers. I'm guessing. Oh, okay, I see what you're doing here. Let me pull you up. Sorry, I thought I had you pulled up. Okay, so first, Robin, I just want to say that I recommend you put something in your header, some sort of text, to let people know what it is you're doing on your channel. Yes, Robin Loves Reading. I get that from the profile or from the channel name, but Robin loves to read what? I would just put something up there, put your name up there in an easy to read font, you know, dead center, Robin Loves Reading, and then put a little tagline on there and tell people what the channel's about. Do you do weekly read-throughs? Do you read science fiction? Do you read romance? Tell them what this channel's about. Now, if I'm going to scroll down, and correct me if I'm wrong, what I think you're asking is how you can take these book covers and push it over to the left and then do like a split image of yourself there and maybe put something on the other side. Is that correct, Robin? If you can let me know in the chat if I'm understanding you correctly here. What I would do, Robin, is I would use an app like PixArt. P-I-C-S-A-R-T. You know what? I'm going to drop another. Now, I've got one here talking about how to do a thumbnail. I'm dropping that in right now. This doesn't totally apply to you in the steps that you want to take, but it will get you into the app and give you like a little walk around on the app to give you an idea what you can do. Basically, you need to trim off the edges of the book and just move it over, and then trim another image of yourself or whatever it is you want to put on there, or the text, and then move that over to the other side. It's actually going to be really easy to do. You're just going to have to open up an app. You could do this on Snapseed, or you can do it on PixArt. And I hope exactly D. Okay. Yeah, you can do that on either one of them. Snapseed or PixArt will do that. And reach out to me on email, reach out to me on Twitter if you get hung up. I know when you first open up these apps, if you're new to all this, it is a little overwhelming. If you need me to walk you through something, you just reach out to me. I'm happy to help. But it's a lot easier than you think it is. And it would actually look pretty cool. Book over to your left, something else over to the right. Snapseed or PixArt for that. Okay, I'm jumping back into the chat and see if there's any other questions that I'm missing here. Melanie the Ramen Noodle, awesome name. How do I get my channel to be more noticeable and grab people's attention? I feel like my channel is lacking that. What is your channel about, Melanie? Let me open up your channel here and let me see what you're doing. Let's see what you can do to get noticed. Melanie the Ramen Noodle. Okay, you're a gamer. Okay, Melanie, first thing I can do, first thing I recommend is, how long have you been doing this? 4 months ago, 4 months. Okay, what I would recommend is go subscribe to Brian G. Johnson and watch some of his videos on how to craft a title. There's tools that you can use to craft a title. TubeBuddy is one of those tools. I've got a link to TubeBuddy in the description below. You can download it, put it on your phone or in a browser. It's free, and it will help you with titles. It'll help you with keywords. But you need to learn how to craft a title that people can find inside of YouTube. Your thumbnails are pretty simple, but they work. But I would practice on those as well. Your header actually looks fine. The hardest part for you is going to be notice. You're a gamer. So again, you're in a sea. You're in a sea of millions of gamers. So you know, you've got your work cut out for you. So you need to study on how to craft a good title and how to make eye-catching thumbnails. That's step 1 and step 2. All right. And by the way, I'm curious, how many of you are using TubeBuddy? If there's somebody on the fence out there that thinks, I don't know if TubeBuddy can help me, I'm not sure if it's really helpful, I bet a lot of people in here are using it. Type in TubeBuddy if you use TubeBuddy and you find it helpful. Go ahead and type that in the chat right now. I'm curious how many people are actually using TubeBuddy. Let's see. Yep, here they come. TubeBuddy. T-stamps. Yeah, man. Get on the TubeBuddy. Get on the Tube. Okay, and here's the thing. Don't only just put it in, but put it in and learn how to use it. Spend some time on YouTube. There's a lot of great creators out there who have made videos walking you through. Even the TubeBuddy channel has videos showing you the different features. A lot of people, they install TubeBuddy and they think, oh, it's just going to grow my channel. It doesn't work that way. TubeBuddy's a tool. You take that tool and you have to learn how to use the tool, right? You have to learn how to carve or how to whittle or whatever it is you're going to do. Same thing. So go on YouTube, watch videos, learn how to use it. And if you do have access to a computer, to a PC, to a laptop, use it on there as well. Put it on your phone. It's really handy on your phone, but put it on your laptop or your PC because there are more features over on that side. Again, link in the description below. Mandan says, what is the best font for YouTube? In my opinion, the best font is the one that is easy to read. I like to think of it like this. If your fonts are easy to read, not only for you, but think about people who might have bad eyes. Think about people who may have been out drinking and they come home and they open up YouTube and the text is kind of moving and going back and forth, right? And think about people who don't speak, let's say you're going after the English market, who maybe they don't speak English as a first language. And if you've got all these fancy fonts, somebody who might not speak English as their first language, they're looking at these fancy fonts, they might not understand what it is that you're trying to say. So I personally like to keep things really simple. Arial, bold, impact, those sorts of things. Just look for the boldest, easiest to read fonts possible. All right, back into the chat here. Gotcha and more. Again, how do I make the thumbnails more noticeable? You need to make them eye-catching. They need to be colorful. I don't know if you're putting your face in there or not. I don't know if you're putting an image, but you need to make people want to click it either through humor or because they're inquisitive, they want to know, oh, what's this thumbnail about? Or maybe something that looks shocking, or something that looks fun, or something that catches their eye. You need to look at all of your competition's thumbnails, look at the ones who are doing the best, study their thumbnails, and then come up with your own strategy. Yeah, Beanie says he lost his glasses and he can't read the text very easily. That's a perfect example of, you know, don't make your fonts fancy, especially if you have fancy looking fonts, curly, you know, and all that stuff. As you shrink it down, it's going to be even harder to read. Texas veteran Power Outdoors, what is up, brother? How you doing? Okay, we're going to pull somebody else up here. I'm going to pull up one more here. Oh, okay, here, Predictor. The Predictor. I don't know what to post in my community tab. Who here recently got a community tab? Type in yes right now if you've got the community tab. A lot of people just got it the past couple days. So I'm curious, who has it? Grabster, I know you've got it. So if you just got the community tab, type in yes right now. And then let's talk about me. Let's talk about what we can do with it. Oh, here they come. Look at that. So yesterday on Nimmin Live, we talked about the community tab. And for those of you who don't know what it is, let me show you what it is. One second here. The community tab is a feature that TubeBuddy has been, community tab is a feature that YouTube has been rolling out that allows you to, let me pull it up here, that allows you to share information with people other than videos. So you can reshare someone else's video, or you can write in text like a blog post or something like that. You can put polls in here. So this is my community feed, and you can see I've shared out a video from Brian G. Johnson. I've shared out a video of myself. So I've only shared out a couple videos of myself, but I do it here and there because as I share those old videos, they'll get a little bump in views. And then I did a poll. You can add a poll on here because I wanted to find out of the people who voted what they thought about this. So, and now keep in mind, I've got 14,500 subscribers. 3 weeks ago, I put this poll up and only 782 people voted. So out of almost 15,000 subscribers, almost 800 people voted. So you got to keep this stuff in mind when you're putting it together. I wouldn't make huge decisions based on this poll, but it does give me an idea of what some people are interested in. Now, the whole thing about community tab is it's a community, right? So you can share people. You can share, if you find content from other creators that you want to share out. Let me show you how to do that. Let me say, okay, so if I want to share out this video of Nick, and I'm actually not going to share it right now. Sorry, Nick. So what you want to do is you want to come down and you want to tap on it like you're going to share it. And if you have the community tab, this is how you use it. You come down to share, you tap on share, and you see right here in the top, it says create post, right? You just tap create post, and then it pulls the video right here. It's already linked in, and then you can type in your text right here. You can write as much text as you want, and you're ready to post it. You just tap on the post, and it goes live into your community feed. So that's how you use the community feed. Now, how you use it, the content you put in there, here's the thing. We need to, because YouTube is rolling this out there for everybody, we need to respect the community feed. I don't recommend that you go out and you start spamming. I wouldn't start putting links in there and start doing deceptive things, links out to illegal things, you know, download this. I wouldn't do that because there's a good chance that this could blow up in your face. But use it to share your own stuff back to maybe new people who didn't catch some of your older videos. Hunt down other creators that you want to support. Share their videos out in your community feed. It's called a community feed, so keep it a community feed. All right, hope that answers your question. Let me jump back in here. And by the way, I see Grabs are saying, if you guys want me to grade your channel as a graphic designer's perspective, go to his channel community tab and vote for it. He will do it tomorrow and get enough votes. There you go. Grabster is an amazing graphic designer. So if you want like some real nitty gritty from somebody who knows their craft, yeah, go over there and follow Grabster. All right. So Beanie says, would it be dodgy to post affiliate links in a community post? I personally think it would be super dodgy. And like So if you're putting links, I know you're in Australia, so this doesn't apply. If you're in America and you're putting like affiliate links in your description, you need to put your disclaimer down at the bottom, letting people know those are affiliate links. You really can't do that. I mean, you could do that in a community post, but I don't know. I think it's kind of dodgy. And I personally think if too many people start abusing it, they might take it away from us. Who knows? But yeah, I personally think it's dodgy. Johnny Gaming 19, how do I get more views? You have to make content that people want to see. You need thumbnails that people want to click, and you need titles that people are searching for. They've recently changed the name of it, but go up and search for the YouTube Creator Academy, and there's an entire huge course that walks you through. It's kind of the instruction manual for YouTube from the creator side, walking you through what you need to do to be a creator. Guys, we are not doing caps in here. We are not doing shouts. Stanley Orchard says, yeah, I need info on using Creative Commons, no copyright videos. Yeah. So here's the thing. I can't pull that up right now. This is actually a topic that's better for Nimmin Live. So we can pull that up from a desktop computer, and we can pull up the music library and show you how to choose the videos and how to add attribution. That's something to ask on Nimmin Live. I'm not really prepared to pull that up here the way I've set this stream up. All right, what other questions do we have here? And did I get everybody who left a super chat? One second, let me go back and look. I think everyone who left a super chat, I think I got to you. If I did, yep, I did. Oh, we've got the brother of Alan in the house. How's it going, Mystery Club? I'm not sure if I'm going to be pulling up many more here. Hang tight. I'm going through here to find some questions. Okay, so I mentioned earlier on in the stream that I'm going to show you how to get to your audience retention report. Now, a lot of you said you don't know how to check your audience retention. So again, let me know. Do you know how to check your audience retention or your watch time through analytics on your phone? If you do, type in yes. If you don't, type in no. And then we're going to pull up the YouTube Studio app, and I'm just going to quickly show you how to pull that up. If too many people know, then I won't do it. So, but if we get a bunch of no's in here, then I'll pull it up. Okay, everybody does. Yes. Okay, there you go. Okay, so this probably isn't something you guys are interested in. Not from a phone. Okay, interesting. Yes, please do. Yes, no, no, no. Is that how people do not get the hint? Yeah, so if you guys are shouting, if you guys are begging and stuff like that, just be cool, people. Be cool. The mods do not want to silence you, but if you're shouting, if you're being rude, if you're spamming, they are going to silence you. So let's not do that. No, no, no. Okay, so it looks like a lot of people do. El Jefe is live. Oh, man. I've seen some videos. Okay, since most people know how to do this, and I'm just going to quickly walk you guys through this. I won't spend much time on it then, because it looks like the majority of you know how to do this. But there's a handful of you who, yeah, stand down, Heather. So there's a handful of you who don't. So we're going to do that. Okay. So in order to figure out your watch time, your audience retention, you need to use the YT Studio app. This is a free app that you can download. It's available for both Android and iOS. You tap on it, and what you want to do is go to videos, which you'll see over here. And by the way, if you're not using this app, you need this. This is an app that you definitely want to use. So go in, tap on videos, and all of your videos are going to load up. And let's see which one we're going to pick on. So my latest video that I just put up, we're going to tap on that video. And then right down here, you're going to see view more towards the bottom. And by the way, those of you who are holding on dearly to the idea that you're going to be monetized, like, oh, my 1,000 subscribers, my 4,000 hours of watch time, I must hit it, I must hit it, I must hit it. Yeah, that's really cool if you've got a lot of views, but just here's some reference here. This video has 1,286 views, which isn't a lot, but this is my point. This is not a lot of views, and my estimated revenue is $1.73 from ads. $1.73 on 1,200 views. So you can do the math on that. You need a lot of views to make money running ads. Now, other things do come into play, like if your audience is, let's say, Philippines or Malaysia or Indonesia or India, you're going to get less ad money than if you are in Canada or the United States or something like that. But yeah, $1,200 and only $1.73. So don't get too caught up and worried about your 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Livestream Universe in the house. How's it going, Ross? Thanks for coming through here. Always love seeing you. Okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to tap on View More. Now, right up here at the top, you're going to see real-time views. This is what's happening right now. If you tap on that, you're going to see the spike that I had when I first. Now, this is 48 hours. If you tap up here, you can view it within 60 minutes, 48 hours, and on back. So viewing it in 48 hours, my last video has had estimated 1,200 views, and that big spike at the top, that went out to my subscribers. That's my subscriber base. Not a lot. And they responded, they came in, they watched the video, and you see as time went on, it trails off. Now, this video is kind of dying out for me currently. That doesn't mean that it's not going to get picked up by the algorithm a week from now, 2 months from now, 6 months from now. But right now, it's kind of settling down. So I don't expect a whole lot more of this, a lot more views, unless this gets picked up later. So going backwards, we're going to come all the way down to audience retention. Now, this video didn't do so well for me. So if you tap on the graph here, it's going to open up, and this is your audience retention report. This is your watch time. And this is what tells you if people are interested in your video. A lot of people will say, hey, do people like my videos? How do I know if people like my videos? And people also like to say, I make really good videos, but nobody's watching, or nobody's leaving comments, or whatever. My channel's not growing. This is something you want to look at. So once you go into audience retention, now this one was 48.8%. Not too happy with that. You want to try to push it higher. If you can get 50%, 55%, 60%, that's something to really aim for. If you're kind of going below that, your video's not getting pushed out a lot. Now, you saw my view count on that, how it's kind of dying off there at the beginning. My real-time views, it's dying off because my watch time isn't that good. So if my watch time was on fire, YouTube would keep suggesting this out to new people. But the watch time isn't that great, so it's kind of dying out currently. Now it might get picked up somewhere else. Now, when it gets, hold on, Joe Collins, are you using the YouTube app looking at those analytics? No, I'm using the YT Studio app. It's this one right here in the middle. It's the white app with the gear on it, YT Studio. This is made by YouTube. Every single YouTuber, if you're a YouTuber and you don't have this app and you don't have look, here's my phone right here. Okay, this bottom row, Social Blade, okay, straight up, these are the apps you need right here. If it doesn't, look, forget Snapseed, forget PixArt, forget everything else, straight talk right here. These are the apps you need as a YouTuber. Social Blade, what Social Blade does is it tells you what's going on with your subscribers, how many you're getting per day, and your view count. So I can see on these dates, this is how many subscribers I got on this date, and this is how many views that I got, right? You can see some days are bigger than others. You know, that day 113 subscribers came in, 11,000 views came in, right? So this keeps track of all of that. This is stuff you want to pay attention to, because if this starts dropping down, then you're going to wonder why, what's going on. Okay, so that's the first one. Second one is TubeBuddy, and we're going to do a whole stream. I'm probably going to do an entire video series on TubeBuddy. You definitely want the TubeBuddy app installed. This keeps track of all of your videos, keeps track of your view count, your subscribers, your thumbs up, your thumbs down. And you can see right now, you can see the views coming in as they're coming in yellow. Let's see. Oop. Okay, so that one here, you can see it. Those are real-time views that have been coming in since the last time I opened it. Oops. Right, in the yellow, those are coming in. Now, you can use TubeBuddy, the phone app. You can come in and you can also answer your comments here. It also gives you your milestones over here. And you can come through here and you can do tag explorers. You can try to figure out what tags you want to use for your video and so on and so forth. If you want this, and I highly suggest you get it, there's a link in the description below. You can download it, put it in for free. It's available for Android, iPhone, and all your desktop options. Now, the next one over, we're going back to the YouTube Studio. Tap on this, we're going back to the audience retention report. Now, this particular audience retention report, I'm not too happy with, but you'll see right here when it started, boom, the video starts, there's 100% of the people watching, and you see they're dropping out. Now, this is pretty normal. Most people are going to have a drop at the beginning. If you don't, then you're probably rocking. But the average YouTuber, you're going to have a drop there at the beginning, and it's probably either going to be steady or it's going to taper off as the video goes. Now, you see it dip down and it comes back up. You see it has a little hump there in the middle, and then it drops down again. When you see the hump, they're rewinding there. They're kind of going back and they're saying, okay, what's going on? All those little humps are rewinds. So that's what this means. If you're getting a audience retention report of 15%, 20%, 25%, you're probably not going to get suggested out a whole lot unless all the other YouTubers around you competing for those tags and competing for the title and the space that you're going for with that video. If your watch time is better than theirs and your click-through rate is better than theirs, even if it's lower, then you're probably going to get suggested out. But if you're around a bunch of other videos with higher numbers than you with watch time and click-through rate, then you're pretty much going to get lost. But this is something that I check on every single video. And if it drops, now, and here's the thing, on the mobile app, you cannot go through and find out exactly what did I say right there to cause them to rewind. But if you have access to a desktop, you can actually play the video side by side in the YouTube studio, and a little line will go across, and you can watch your video. You can say, okay, that's what I said, and it made him rewind it. So it allows you to go through and be mindful of the things that you did to cause people to leave. Every drop that you see, that's people leaving. So if I went through and let me see if I picked one where people may have stayed around better. How to make awesome videos on your phone. Let's see here. So if I go to this one, so this one has a 52% average watch time on it, and you see less people dropped off at the beginning, and it held them a little bit better than the other video did. So this is kind of my personal goal when I make a video. I aim for this sort of thing. El Jefe Reviews. Okay, I'm back. D. Paloma sends hugs to you and Nick. Miss you, dudes. Feel free to check out my channel if people want to see more Snapseed thumbnails. Okay, so that concludes our audience retention. I know a lot of you know how to do it. I just wanted to walk through for the people who don't know how to do it. If you have any questions about that, go ahead and let them roll right here in the chat. And I want to say, El Jefe, the dude who just dropped a super chat right there, I'm actually going to pull you up, dude. This guy started on his phone, a Samsung. His videos, almost all the videos are made on his phone. Almost all of his thumbnails, if not all of the videos, or almost all of the thumbnails, were made with Snapseed. And he just hit 6,000 subscribers. Actually, you might even be further than that now because you're on fire. You're absolutely on fire. So let's see what El Jefe is doing. I'm going to pull you up, brother, and see what's going on here. El Jefe's reviews. And tell Paloma I said hello. All right, so here's El Jefe. El Jefe is an awesome tech channel. And brother, I'm going to pull you up on Android too, just in case. And you probably are well aware on an Android. Let me see what you look like here. Make sure everything looks dope on my end. Yep, you're good on an Android. Okay, so all of this is from a phone. His B-roll is awesome. His thumbnails are from Snapseed. So if you're wondering, can I do this on my phone? Right here, right? Header looks dope. All this stuff looks dope. Thumbnails, they look great. They're colorful, simple. El Jefe, I would watch your text on the right-hand side because it does get covered by the timestamp. I would be mindful of that and keep your text on the other side. Something to be mindful of. But yeah, all this stuff is, this is all Snapseed. Even the stuff here, he made himself black and white, and he made the little earbuds there purple. Yeah, this is what Snapseed can do. So you can make really cool thumbnails, and you can see he's growing. He's growing fast, man. Dude is on fire. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to jump back into the chat and see if there's any more questions going on here about what I opened up on audience retention. Okay, Cintiac says, any ideas on how to keep the audience engaged on mobile games? Brother, I'm not a gamer, so I can't give you like detailed information on that, but I can tell you for audience engagement, I don't know if you're streaming it live or if you're recording your gameplay and then you're uploading it later. If you're uploading your gameplay, what I would do is I would edit out all the boring stuff and make all of your videos kind of like a snappy highlights, just action, 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 action. Think of Hollywood when they make a trailer, right? They make the preview for a movie that's coming out. It's not boring, right? Take the Avengers. The Avengers, they've got like a trailer put together, and it's suspenseful, right? Like you want to watch it. So if you're uploading your gameplay, I would cut out anything that's boring, anything that is not entertaining, cut it out so only your best stuff goes up there, even if that means it's a shorter video. So that's the first thing that I would do. Oh, crypto cruising? You have to dive out. Thank you for hanging out, Star-Lord. Appreciate it. Yeah, so lots of action. I mean, if you're a gamer, right? What do gamers want? You are a gamer, so you know better than I do what gamers are looking for. But I do know in terms of just like human attention span, we lose our attention span really fast. So if you're dragging this out and it's boring or you're not entertaining, you need to cut that stuff out, man. Get rid of it. If you go back and you watch my videos and you watch a lot of YouTuber videos, we do jump cuts, which means it's like a hard cut. We say something, as soon as we stop that last word, we cut, and then we start that next one again. You know, fast little clips, one edit, one edit, one edit, one edit. We do that so we don't have a bunch of dead space where people are like, okay, let me see what I'm going to do here, blah, blah, blah. And it gets boring. People aren't interested in that. So cut it, keep it short, keep it popping. That's what I would do. And if you're streaming live, you better have one hell of a personality. Moon Allured, how's it going? All right, did I miss any questions on you? Oh, there it is, Ross. Okay, I'm even getting issues getting thumbnail changes to show up. I see the new thumbnail in Creator Studio, but the old one still shows on the channel. Ross, let me pull you up, my friend. It's possible that you just need to clear the cache out on whichever one's not showing the new one. It could be YouTube. Which is it? The Creator Studio shows the old one, but the old one still shows up on the channel. I don't know if you're seeing that on a browser or in your phone, but I would go through and I would clear the cache out on all of that stuff. But let's pull you up right now and see what I see. 1 second here, Ross. Live Stream Universe. Where are you at? Live Stream Universe. Ross Brand, where are you at? All right, so you can tell me, Ross, if this is the new one or not. Whoa, why am I not? Oops. Something just happened here. 1 second. Why do I not have a connection? What just happened? Give me 1 second here. There it is. Okay. So Ross, can you look and you tell me if these have been changed or not? I can't tell. You're going to have to let me know if these are the new ones or not. Andrew Can in the house. How's it going? Andrew says, I've gotten reports that people are seeing the wrong thumb regardless if they clear the cache. YouTube has said they're aware of the issue via Twitter. Boom, there you go. The man in the know. If Andrew Can says it, then you can take that to the bank. He says, it's not the Livestream Universe channel. It's on the channel I'm helping someone with. Okay, so the first thing I would do is I would... like what Andrew said, if YouTube has a problem right now and they're aware of it, then I would just kind of sit tight for a couple days, maybe go to their Twitter and see, you know, ask them, reach out to Team YouTube, see if they've got an update on that. Ross, if you want to send me a link to that channel, then I can kind of screenshot it and send it back to you to let you know what I see. But if YouTube is publicly saying that they've got a problem with that, then that's probably like scaled out to a lot of people. Okay, let's see here. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Okay, Next Level Tech. Hey, I want a friendly race to 30K by the end of the year. Do you want me to pull your channel up, Next Level? You want me to do a mobile channel review? Andrew Can. I love seeing you in here, Andrew. Hope you're doing well, man. I know you were under the weather and you got some fires going on in LA. Man. Okay, Next Level. So here's the thing, Next Level. I'm going to pull your channel up, but I'm going to have to like really pay attention when I'm typing this in because the way you've got it spelled. So this might be easy to find or it might be difficult, but keep this in mind if people are trying to share your channel out with each other. If I meet someone and say, hey, you should check out this channel, Next Level is, okay, there, I found you. Next Level is the channel name, and I try to spell that. Okay, that's an N and a smaller X and T. Just something to keep in mind. But I mean, you got 20,000, man. You know what you're doing. Okay, let's pull you up. Here's your channel. Next level. Okay. In your header. Okay. I like the colors. I like the dark thing. I like the vibe that you're going with, but I don't know what's going on in your header. Next level tech. What I would do, like, let me see how this looks on an Android. 1 second here. Yeah, I would shrink that down and I would put something there and talk about what your channel, you look good on an Android. Let me pull you up both here for both. Yeah, you look good. Yeah, you look good on that. I would just center up the next level tech, maybe make it stand out a little bit more. And then I would put some sort of a tagline and tell people what your channel is about. What is next level tech about? Why would I subscribe to your channel? What do you have to offer me? What's your value proposition? Like, why should I watch your videos? Put a little tagline in there. In order to do that, you're going to need to shrink that down and center it up. Just a personal opinion. I mean, you got 20,000 subscribers. You're doing something right. It's just my input on there. Let's see, coming down to your thumbs, your fonts are easy to read. Well, most of them are, some of them are not. I would pick one font and I would run with it. I would pick whatever you use in your header, whatever's the easiest to read font, the boldest, easier to read. I would run with that font and I would put like subscriber Hangout, super, super easy to read. Quick step guide, really easy to read. Live TV channels, easy to read. And as you come down, some of these get lost. So I would pick like one font and put those on all of the thumbnail, just so you have some continuity between your header and your thumbnail. So it's like it's a package. It's like a branding package. And then in terms of your profile picture, that's cute. You got like the Android dude. Is he singing? Okay, I see you got Android guys up in your, okay, that works. Maybe think about putting your little Android dude in your thumbnail somewhere, like the bottom left corner or the top left corner. Give yourself like an identifying mark so people can recognize your thumbnails. But yeah, I think it looks good. I think it looks good. All right, I'm jumping back into the chat. I'm going to wrap it up here shortly. Thanks for everybody for hanging out, man. It's been a good show. Pulled up a lot of cool channels. I hope that was helpful, pulling up the audience retention. I know a lot of you have seen that before. But for those of you who didn't, this is something that you definitely want to, you want that app and you want to be attention and pay attention always to your audience retention report. And you want to be mindful of your click-through rate. You can't do it yet in that app. I'll show you how to do that in a future video or a future stream. I'll walk you through how to figure out what your click-through rate is through a browser. You have to go into the desktop mode on a browser. So Midnight Madness says, I can't read all of that, and he's got 20/20 vision. Yeah, so next level, that's something to think about. Midnight Madness has 20/20 vision, and he can't read all of that. Okay, are there any more questions that I missed? Make sure I got everyone who left a super chat. Yep, okay. Once again, I do want to thank everybody at TubeBuddy, awesome team over there, for sponsoring today's show. And look, man, you guys definitely need this app. Like I said, I've got a link in the description below. You saw me open it up. You can do your keyword research. You can answer your comments in there. It keeps track of everything. You showed the 4 apps that I've got on my phone, and most serious YouTubers, I'll pull it up again. Man, I'm just having connection problems. Most serious YouTubers, they're going to have these apps right there, that bottom row: Social Blade, TubeBuddy, YT Studio, and YouTube. Those are my daily go-to apps. So if you're wondering what apps you absolutely need to have on your phone, those 4. That's what I'm going to recommend everybody put in. Good, Andrew. Do they have the fires contained yet? You know, it's hard to keep up. We don't get a ton of news over here. Paul Peck Drywall, thank you, man. Hey, Paul Peck, thank you for hanging out, man. RPM Nexus, thank you for hanging out. Guys, okay, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks everybody who came out and hung out and showed your support. Thank you for those of you who left a super chat, and I hope I gave you some help information. If you learned something from this stream, if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up and then come back next week. I am here every single Sunday, unless it's a holiday. And of course, every Saturday, I stream with my brother Nick over on Nimmin Live on his channel. Weird Heather, have a good one. Oh, Glue Guns and Roses. It's probably one of my favorite names on YouTube. Freedom Hustler, Leathersmith Reviews. And by the way, feel free, guys, reach out to me on any social media platform. I'm on Twitter. I'm not on Facebook a lot, but I am over there, and I am on Instagram. Follow me on all of those platforms. Shannon, nice to see you. Grabster, thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I hope you had a good time, and I will catch you guys I'll catch everybody next Saturday. See ya.